Hey there, welcome back to Coding Stuff, and in the previous part we have added new activity, that is add note activity, and we perform insertion of note into the database operation. But there was an issue. If you try to run this app, it will crash. So in this video we'll solve that issue and we'll create adapter class and we'll fetch the data and we'll show it in the recycler view. So let me click on the run button. So as you can see, the first error is entities and POJOs must have a usable public constructor. You can have an empty constructor or a constructor whose parameters match the fields by the name and the type. Okay, so yeah, we have one parameterized constructor here, as you can see, but then it says tried the following constructors but they fail to match. Okay, so the parameter title is matched, field is title. Okay, and then parameter description match, field unmatched. Okay, so description is unmatched, and then parameter priority matched with field priority. Okay, so as you can see here, we have description as capital D, some typo error, so we just have to change this to description, and this will be this dot D description, and we just have to change this only. Okay, so now if I try to run the app, we will change these colors. Okay, so yeah, our app installed, but if I click on the fab button, it will open the add note activity. Okay, so here let's provide any title, new title, new desk, and let's keep priority as 4. Hit on save. So our app got crashed again. So let's see the logcat. As you can see, we got array index out of bounds exception. So, and where we got it, node repository 37 and 46. So yeah, over here. So I don't know why I forget to pass note here. So just pass a note here, because you know we are passing note here, but how it will add the data if we don't pass the note. Okay, so what data it will add? So just add note to all the execute methods, note, and in here as well. And to delete all data, we don't need to pass anything. Okay, and now if I run the app, click on the fab button, let's keep the priority as a 2, save, note saved. Okay, so it's working now. So again, one thing what we can do in our add note activity, we can set the title of our action bar. So set title, and this will be add note. Okay, so now I'll just close this and then hit on your package, new Java class. We'll name this as note adapter, and this will not extend to typical recycler view.adapter, because in this part we are going to use ListAdapter, and ListAdapter is just a simple adapter for recycler views, and it extends our existing recycler view.adapter. But ListAdapter have some benefits, like it provides some nice animation while we add item, or while we update the item, or while we delete the item, and that we doesn't get in recycler view.adapter. Okay, so again, why we need to use a ListAdapter when we already have recycler view adapter? First, I mentioned as it provides some nice animations, and also it is because of notify dataset change, because it is expensive and it creates our list completely again when we try to add some item or we try to update some items. But as in ListAdapter, whenever we try to add some list item or whenever we try to update the item, it only calculates the difference between two list items, and in background it runs on notify item removed, notify item added, and so on, to change only the particular row in the recycler view. But when we use recycler view.adapter, we have to notify our adapter that a data set has been changed, and it loads all the data again, and that's not good. Okay, again, we don't need to add any dependency to use the list adapter. It comes bundled with recycler view itself. So yeah, we'll write extends list adapter, and here we need to pass some parameters, but before that we'll create the inner class that will be the view holder. So public class node view holder, sorry, and this will extend to our existing recycler view dot view holder. Press alt enter to create constructor, and in the inner class, so let me just open the each item. So we have title, description, and priority. So we'll just find their IDs here. So text view, and title, and desk, and then and priority. So we'll find their IDs in here. So we have m title. So we'll use item view dot find web ID r dot id dot title tv, and then we have m desk item view dot find web ID r dot id dot description tv, and then we have m priority. Okay, so in this we have to pass two parameters. So first parameter will be node, and the other parameter will be our node view holder class. So node view holder, and then press alt enter to implement some method. Again, in list adapter we just have two methods to implement, that is on create view holder and on bind view holder. List adapter automatically takes care of get item count, so we don't have to implement it manually. Okay, so we'll create constructor by ourselves. So public node adapter, we'll pass nothing here, but we'll call super diff callback, and we'll create this over here. So private static final diff util dot item callback, we'll pass node, and we'll name it as diff callback, so equals to new. So new diff util item callback, and here we need to implement two methods, that is r items the same and r contains the same. Let me provide semicolon over here. So these two methods we have to implement, r items the same and r contains the same. So r items the same means it will check if the two items are same, means their id is same or not. Based on that it will return the results. And this r contains the same, it will check whole object, means our title, description, and priority. If those three are equal, it will return true or it will return a false. So here we just have to write our old item dot get id is equals to new item dot get id. So if these two are equal, so it will return true, otherwise it will return false. And in here, so here we have to compare all the fields of the object. So old item dot get title dot equals to, we have to check with new item dot get title, and old item dot get description dot equals new item dot get description. And for priority, old item dot get priority, so it's integer, so we have to use it double equals new item dot get priority. Okay, so if these three matches, then it will return true or it will return a false. Okay, so now in the on create view holder, will inflate the layout. So view equals to layout inflator dot from parent dot get context dot inflate r dot layout dot each item, and then view group parent and attached to root will be false, and then semicolon. So then return new node view folder. We just need to pass this view. So this is how we inflate the layout. So now we have to implement on bind view holder method. So we'll create one node object node equals to get item, and we'll just pass in the position. Then we'll use this folder. So folder dot title dot set text node dot get title, and then we have folder dot desk dot set text node dot get description, and the last one folder dot priority dot set text node dot get priority. So we have to convert this into string. So we'll write here string dot value of okay. So again we'll need to create one method that will return us the node object. So public node, and let's name it as a get node, and here we'll pass the position. Later we will use this method in main activity. So this will return get item, and we'll pass in the position. Okay, so that's it for the node adapter class. Now we'll jump to main activity class. So just open your main activity, and first let's make them private. So private cycle view. It doesn't matter for our project, but it's best practice to have member variables as a private, and then private node adapter, name it as a node adapter, and we'll initialize it here. So node adapter equals to new node adapter, and then we'll set this adapter to a recycler view. So recycler view dot set adapter, and we'll pass in the node adapter. Okay, so below this what we'll do, we'll invoke the get all item methods of node view model. So node view model dot get all nodes dot observe. We need to pass this the context and owner, then new observer list. So we'll get the list this one. So we'll get the nodes list, then we can just add this list to our list adapter. So we'll call node adapter dot submit list, and we'll pass in these nodes. Okay, so let's just try to run our app and see it's fetch the data or not. So as you can see, we have added the new title and new desk previously, so it's added here. Let's try to add some more data. Let's say title 2, desk 2, and let's keep the priority as a 1, so it will be displayed at the top. So yeah, as you can see, it's working. So again, what we can do, we'll add one menu here for deleting the all tasks, and that's so simple. We can do it in this part. So just click on your resource, new Android resource file, and resource type will be menu. Let's name it as a main menu. Click on OK. So we'll drag one menu item over here, and let's add some properties. So the title will be delete all nodes, and then we'll provide the ID. So ID will be delete all nodes, show as action never. Okay, so then in main activity down here, we'll override on create options menu. Then we'll create one menu inflator. So sorry, menu inflator. Let's name it as inflator. Get menu inflator and then semicolon. Then our inflator dot inflate r dot menu dot main menu, and then we need to pass this menu. We get passed over here. Then we'll just delete this and we'll return true here. Okay, so this is how we inflate the menu. Then what we'll do, we have to apply on click listener to that menu. So for that, we have to override again one method, that is on option item selected, this one. And here we'll check if the item dot get item id, this equals to r dot id dot delete all nodes. Then we'll call our node view model method, that is delete all nodes, this one, and we don't need to pass anything here, and we can display one toast. So all nodes deleted, and we'll return true here. So return true. Else we'll copy this code and we'll paste it over here. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much stuff. Now I'll just hit on the run button. So we got this menu button over here, and if I hit on the delete all nodes has been deleted. So yeah, that's working. Again, what we can do in our themes, so our action bar color is this one. So instead of this, we can use our orange light. Yeah, and for the status bar color primary variant, so instead of this we'll use orange dark. And let's try to run the app again. Yeah, we need to hide this from the splash screen. Okay, so yeah, it looks fine for me. Just go to the splash screen, splash activity, and in here call get support action bar dot hide, and try to run the app again. So it will hide this action bar from splash screen. Yeah, okay, so yeah, it looks fine. Again, try to add some notes. Title 1, desk 1, let keep the priority as a 10, save. So yeah, it's working. So yeah, in the next part we'll implement a delete and update functionality, and we'll wrap up this tutorial series. So yeah, that's all for this part. Do subscribe, and thank you for watching.